Immigration is the issue that's provoked protests for months. Today in Crowborough, East Sussex, locals were objecting to plans to house male asylum seekers at a nearby army camp. And the Home Secretary believes these sorts of frustrations are replicated across the UK.
It is an issue that is dividing our country, and I see this polarisation all over the country, including in my own constituency. We have a system that is out of control, it's unfair, and is putting huge pressure on communities.
Shabana Mahmood argues the UK is a golden ticket, and tomorrow she'll set out new plans to rip it up.
What the new reforms will do is change that generations-old assumption that sanctuary provided to refugees can very quickly lead to permanent settlement and all of the rights that go alongside that. We will be changing that to a more temporary process, and the situation will be assessed every 2.5 years.
Tomorrow the government will also threaten visa bans on 3 African countries, Namibia, Angola and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, unless they start accepting the return of thousands of their criminals and illegal immigrants. The Conservatives and Reform UK are calling for tougher measures.
I'd go even further and say if someone gets here illegally, they shouldn't be able to claim asylum at all, and in fact should be deported within a week of arrival. And that is important because it'll have a deterrent effect.
And the Liberal Democrats are concerned about a new wait of up to 20 years for permanent settlement.
So there is a danger here if the government gets this wrong, and it will prevent refugees contributing to our society, paying taxes, setting up businesses, helping us grow our economy, and that will be self-defeating.
The Home Office plans are partly based on Denmark's tighter immigration regime, but some counsel caution over those comparisons.
Denmark is very different to the UK. Denmark doesn't have the same historic connections around the world. It doesn't have the same diaspora communities. It doesn't have English language as its language that is spoken in its country. So as a consequence, making comparisons with Denmark, I think, are very dubious and don't hold water.
Shabana Mahmood was sent here to be bold and radical, but some Labour ministers are already sceptical about her plans, including proposals to remove accommodation and cash support from some asylum seekers. Labour has historically found the issue of immigration a little bit difficult, and the Home Secretary knows she'll delicately need to get MPs on side if she's to turn these plans into reality. And if she can persuade them on this, Shabana Mahmood will be much better placed in a future possible leadership contest. Joe Pike, BBC News, Westminster.